All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Rotary Club of San Francisco. We are the second oldest Rotary Club in the world, and my name is Mary Lou. I am the president of this club, but not for very much longer. And I'm also, last time I'll probably say this in front of the room, I am the first Asian American president in our club since the founding of our club 114 years ago. Yay! All right, my clicker is not working, so I'm going to have to do this manually. Okay, here we go. So oh, I always forget this part. The meeting begins. All right, so what's our agenda today? You know, after a whole year, you would have figured out I remember to ring that darn bell. All right, welcome guests and visiting Rotarians. We have, I'll share about our upcoming events, weekly recap, and then my final presidential message. And then also, probably why you're here, the roasting of me by our president-elect nominee, Sunny Singh. So before we get started, let's go ahead and take a moment. We are going hybrid on this meeting. And that camera is there. Wave to everybody that's online and everybody wave back. This way, this way. Our Zoom host is none other than our president-elect, Christopher Weisman, and Scott Plakin. So thank you, guys. Okay, so I know we have a lot of guests in this room. If you are a guest, do I have my mic runner? Okay, Wendy, thank you, Wendy. If you are a guest, please stand up and introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Mary Jiang, and I'm following Mary Lou behind as the first Asian American president of Oakland number 3 in their 114 years.
Yay!
And my name is Mary Jiang, St. Mary's.
Hello, good afternoon. I'm Mukasa Abdunasa from Rotary Club of Kampala and Zambia, Uganda. I attended the convention in Weston. I'm privileged to be with you for the fellowship. Thank you so much.
Hello, everyone. Yi Hui Chen from Rotary Menlo Park. Happy to be here and witness Mary Lou's last meeting. Okay.
Hi, I'm Brad Jones. I'm a guest, the athletic director at Academy of Art University. I'm glad to be here today.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Jennifer Bird, Director of Communications for the Salvation Army. I'm a guest of Mary Lou. We met over a glass of champagne at a lovely event last week at the Clift Hotel. I'm really glad to be here. I know the Army has a great tradition with being part of the Rotary, so lovely to be here and meet you all.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Cherry Albano. I'm a guest here, first ever meeting. I'm happy to be here.
Hi, my name's, can you hear me? My name is Ricky Garcia. I'm a guest of Christina Aquino, and I work for Bank of San Francisco, and thanks for having me come down.
Rotary Friends and Friends of Rotary, President Mary, one of the Marys. G'day, I'm from Australia. Ross Smith's my name. I'm a past governor, 2002, 2003, so it's getting on this year. Our incoming governor is a member of my club at home, and I tell her they'll never forgive her because it's 20 years since I was governor this year, coming year. Congratulations, ladies, incoming and outgoing. With the new International President, Jennifer Jones, it'll be a real delight in the new year. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Ross. It's really a pleasure having you here. My name is Richard, and I'm also an outgoing president of the Rotary Club of San Francisco Chinatown. And it's really an honor to be here to honor you and your incredible year. Thank you.
Thank you, Rich. Christina.
And I'm Christina from the Rotary Club of South San Francisco. I'm just so happy to be here. Can you guys hear me? And thank you for having me over, Miss President Mary Lou. Glad to be here.
And Gary, would you like to?
From the Rotary Club of South San Francisco, I'm Gary Chow, and in a couple of weeks, I guess I'm going to be your next district governor.
Yay!
Hi, everyone. From the Rotary Club of San Francisco Chinatown, my name is Liz Mark. I am your current assistant governor for like 9 more days, I think. I just want to say I'm so proud of Mary. She's just had such a fabulous year. And all of you members, too, have been very active. So thank you for your service. And we're here to celebrate. So thank you, Mary.
Thank you, Liz.
From the Rotary Club of Pacifica, my name is Steve Wright. I am Gary Chow's Chief of Staff and also District Governor nominee for the Rotary year 24-25. And Mary, congratulations.
Thank you, Steve.
From the Rotary Club of San Francisco Chinatown, my name is Ron Jin. I'm your past district governor for year 2017-18. And it seems like I come to more of your meetings than my own club meeting. You had a great barbecue. Thank you, Sunny, for not burning our hamburgers. And congratulations, Mary.
Thank you.
It's a big honor to be here as your guest. Thank you.
Thank you, Ron.
Good afternoon, everybody. From the Rotary Club of San Francisco Evening, which I hope they are hoping that I'll be coming back. My name is Danielle Lallemand. I am the current district governor for District 5150. I'm very excited to be here with you, Mary. It's been a fantastic year. And Gary, you seemed a little unsure if you were taking over in 9 days. I am pretty sure you are. I gave you the pin. You can't back out. Anyway, thank you so much for having us here for the celebration. We're so excited to be here. So
Thank you, Danielle. Scott, do we have any guests online?
I didn't see any when I checked last.
I don't think so, right?
Nope, none.
Hey, all right. So we'll move on. All right, so I want to give thanks to today's club service volunteers, and they are the following: Nancy Graydon, JT Forbes for registration, Miss Dora Dye for being our scribe, Jessica Hansen for photos, and Wendy Hsu for the mic runner. We also have John Mathers as greeters, and then, of course, Scott Plakin and Christopher Wiseman as my Zoom co-host. So thank you very much. Let's give it up to our volunteers. All right, so what's coming up with our Rotary events? You know, we're winding down the fiscal year, so there'll be a lot of new events coming up as Christopher takes the helm as our club president. Please be sure there to note we don't have a meeting for the next 2 Tuesdays. Next week will be our monthly board meeting, and then July 5th, we're taking a holiday break. But be sure to come back on July 12th, right here at the Hotel Nico to welcome our new president, Mr. Christopher Wiseman. Give it up for Christopher. All right, our weekly recap. We had a homeless prenatal program, and Emily Borland, can you please share about this event for us? Emily, are you there? You need to unmute yourself.
Thank you. Hello, everybody. Sorry I'm not there in person, but glad to join you on Zoom today. Just last week, we had a really lovely time going to homeless prenatal and enjoying baby showers in person with them. Bob Herman and Robin Azevedo went, and Carmen, who is a newer member, I think she joined maybe last year, Carmen Flaherty, I think her last name is, and I was there as well. And we just had a great time passing out the baby bags of goodies that we had put together. And quite honestly, it was just really lovely to interact with the community again in person, both outdoors and indoors. And, you know, they were very careful about COVID. They tested us when we got there. We all had to be vaccinated. So I felt decent about that. And it was a lovely event and a great way to end our fiscal year with homeless prenatal. So thank you.
Thank you, Emily. All right, let me move this back over. Okay. All right, so a year in review. Thanks to one of our members, Dan Davies, he put together this video to kind of summarize what we did for the year as a club. So enjoy. We're going to go ahead and get this party started. Give it up for a hand for yourselves. Go ahead and seems like we did do a lot this year. All right, so my final presidential message. But before I go into that, let me just introduce you to my board of directors, because I will be sharing with you about how they supported me this year. Immediate past president, JT Forbes. President-elect, Christopher Wiseman. VP of Community Service, Bob Herman. VP of Youth Services, Lisa Christian. VP of International Service, Ed Shaken. VP of Development, Maranti Ojong. VP of Vocational Services this year, Sunny Singh. VP of Membership, Nancy Graydon. VP of Public Relations and Communication, Brian Lon. VP of Club Services, Jeff Lerner. And also VP of Club Services, Michael Patrica. Club Secretary, Stacy Poole, and our Treasurer, Gary Dales. And let me stop sharing for a minute. Oh, ooh, good thing I didn't click it. This is a surprise. That was supposed to be towards the end. Okay, I'm gonna stop that. I'll let you guys start guessing who that may be. All right, so as you see, this club, we did a lot during this year, even with the pandemic still raging on. And I couldn't have done it without my board of directors and my president's council, because it was them, who allowed me to shine. It's all teamwork. It wasn't me up here doing it every week and organizing every activity. It was my terrific members, my board members, and it was definitely a collaborative effort. So I want to thank all of you for everything that you did to make me shine. All right, so, time flies when you're having fun, because what was my first goal? God, that was a sad fun. What was my first goal? All right, that's better. So I can't believe the year has already flown by. And, I took office July 1st, 2021, and here it is, almost a year later. So how did I get here? I shared my road to presidency on my first day of inauguration that District Governor Danielle was here to celebrate with me. But I'll share it again because we do have a lot of new members and we also have a lot of guests in this room. So I was introduced to Rotary back in 2015 by Anita Stengel. Anita, where are you? I saw you. There she is. And that was through my volunteer work as a mission director with Alliance for Smiles. And you saw some of the beautiful transformational pictures in that video. But it wasn't until 4 years later that I decided to join Rotary because I knew that putting effort and joining into Rotary, I had to make that time. And that's why I waited 4 years to do it. So I was finally inducted May 14, 2019, and I had two very fantastic surrogate mentors, Anita Stengel and Cecile Chiquette. Yes, give it up for them. So I dove into everything Rotary, and within 4 days of being inducted as a Rotarian, Cecile, myself, and Anita went on a road trip to attend the four-way FEST District Conference in Reno. In fact, that's where I met a lot of the governors and past governors was on that particular meeting. So 2 weeks later, I was on a plane to Hamburg, Germany for my first Rotary International Convention. I had just attended my second Rotary International Convention in Houston, Texas earlier this month. So as you can see, I'm a big advocate for attending the district conferences, the international conventions. And that's because it allows me to see the bigger picture of what Rotary is, not just what we do here in our club. And I do highly recommend for everybody to do the next one where we will be in Australia. Yes. So within 1 month as being a member, I completed my red badge requirement for the club, and I was surprised to be honored as Rotarian of the Month a month later. So during my first visit to the club back in April 2019, when Anita brought me here, I left the club and I said to Anita, I said, one day in 3 to 5 years, I will be president of this club. And she's like, yes, that's a good goal to have. So little did I know that goal came 2 years faster than I thought. Because Mr. David Dye, where are you? Mr. David Dye calls me Friday evening and says, "Hey, Mary, the nominating committee nominated you as club president." And I'm like, "That's great. Thank you so much. I'm really honored. However, no, thank you." And he's like, "No, no, no, no. You'll be a great president. You'll have the support of everybody in the club." And I said, "I just joined this club. I'm the type of person, I need to know what Rotary is and how to support and how to be a great president." And he's like, "No, you already went to convention. You already went to the district conference. You already won Rotarian of the Year. We see leadership quality in you." Wow, I really fooled you guys in that first month, didn't I? So he goes, and I said, he goes, "Well, why don't you just think about it?" And then I said, "Okay, when do I have to give you the answer?" He goes, "Sunday." Remember, he called me Friday evening. I think it was like 9 o'clock at night. So then I said, "Okay, I'll think about it." So then Saturday came, and I said, "I think I want to do my due diligence and talk to some other past presidents, see how much work is actually involved." So he connected me to Rhonda Poppin, Stephanie Schmeltz, and Lainey Hendricks. Man, he put some powerhouses on my phone, right? These are 3 dynamic women that we have and past presidents of our club. So after speaking with them, Rhonda told me, I said, one question was, "How many hours do I have to put in as president?" She goes, "Oh, I think it's about 20 a month." Now, serving as president for the year, I think she was a little conservative in her estimate. And yeah, it might be like 20 a week. Oh, wait. Shh, I didn't say that to our future presidents. Shh, keep that quiet, okay? Too late, we already nominated you. So my goals were simple. It was to have fun, to collaborate with other clubs, to induct 25 new members, to raise $100,000, and to earn the Best Club Award. So, my goal of number 1, have fun. So what kind of fun did we have? Thanks to our club secretary and club social chair, Stacy Poole, she planned monthly social events where we were able to do various type of fun things and have fellowship afterwards. Another fun activity stemmed from a question that Michael Patrica came up to me on one of these meetings and said, "Hey, what do you think about this? We need some support at the Academy of Art." So we came up with an idea between me and Gary Dales, our treasurer, and then we sprang into action. And within 2 months, we had the Blue Angels viewing party, enjoying front row seats to the Blue Angels. We had over 100 people attend that event, and that was fun. Who was there? Wasn't that fun? We're gonna do that again, hopefully this coming year in Christopher's year. So be sure to come to that. Goal number 2, collaboration. We collaborated on service projects with the Rotary Club of Chinatown. Rich Swart, you were fantastic to work with. Yes, give it up to Chinatown. San Francisco Evening Club, San Francisco Castro Club, San Francisco West, San Francisco Bayview, and the Rotary Club of Oakland, Rotary Club of Chicago, Rotary Club of Seattle, and the Rotary Club of LA. We also collaborated with the Rotary Club of Manila, Calcutta, and Minneapolis at the Rotary International Convention, which we were attending, manning the booth for the Circle of Centennial Rotary Clubs. So that goal was met. Goal number 3, 25 new members inducted. We actually inducted 20. And 2 of those members couldn't be inducted during my year, so they're lined up to be inducted on Christopher's. So, but that's thanks to our VP of Membership, Nancy Graydon, for doing an outstanding job. Nancy Graydon. Goal number 4, raise $100,000. Now, we raised $100,000 last year when we came up with the 50-50 campaign. And I was talking to Moranti, and I was talking to Dan Jornstad. Moranti is our VP of Development, and Dan Jornstad is our San Francisco Foundation president. And they're like, I was thinking maybe 50,000. I don't think we can do 100,000 2 years in a row. And they're like, no, we can do 100,000. And I said, okay, I'll put in my goal sheet 100,000. Well, our goal was exceeded. Our final fundraising dollars this year came in at $171,764. Yes. So the funds we raise allows us to serve to change lives in our local community and international world. Here are some of the projects we funded and completed this fiscal year. You saw some of those from the video. We volunteered at the San Francisco Marin Food Bank. We delivered meals, including the Thanksgiving dinner to the clients of the Ark. We supported Rotary with their telehealth services. We packaged hygiene kits for Catholic Charities, who distributed those kits to the homeless. We packaged diaper bags, household utensils for clients of the homeless prenatal program. We also threw them a baby shower, just as Emily shared. We also pulled weeds and beautified Sutro meadows. We picked up trash at the beach and on the streets of San Francisco. We also distributed 4,000 personal safety alarms to Asian seniors to San Francisco and in Oakland to combat against Asian hate. We packaged care supplies to be used as art therapy for the Huckleberry Youth Programs, which supports young people who have been impacted by sex trafficking. We rang the famous Salvation Army bells during the holidays. We brought back our signature event, the Emergency Services Day, to honor our first responders. We also gave socks to the San Francisco Fire Department, Police Department, Sheriff's Department, and the Health Department to distribute those socks to the homeless. And yes, we did this all in our year with COVID still running rampant. So as Rotarians, we continue to thrive, and we continue to support those who need us. Along the lines of our youth services, we also supported 3 Interact clubs, Lowell, Washington, and St. Ignatius. We also supported 2 Rotary clubs, San Francisco State University and USF. Additionally, we provided college scholarships and expanded our ALPS program to support over 300 youth in the Bay Area with the help of Harmony Mob. We awarded a total of 19 grants this year, totaling $2,185. That's a lot of money. What else did we do? We continued our relationship with the 5 oldest Rotary clubs in the world, called the First 5 Clubs. And we are now part of the Circle of Centennial Clubs, which are clubs that are 100 years and older, in order to form fellowship around the world and collaborate on international projects. We continue to incorporate diversity, equity, and inclusion into our weekly meetings, our service projects, and membership, and thanks to Mr. Scott Plakin for leading the way on that. We are active in the district, with many of our members taking on leadership roles within the district. And my last go, what was my last go? What did I say it was? What? Well, that was my first and last, yeah, but in between that. What was that? What did I say? We earned best, yes, give it up, best club. We earned the Best Club Award. This was one that I really, really wanted to earn. And again, you know what? It wasn't me. It was all of my members. It was my VPs, my board members. So I truly thank all of them for that. So I'd like to call up to the front of the room the members of my board and my president's council for supporting me throughout this year, for being my sounding board, my cheerleaders, and my friends. So as I call your name, please make your way up. And we want to make sure we give one last recognition for your leadership. Immediate past president, J.T. Forbes, thank you for being so wise. Can you help me, Liz, with passing these out? Okay, and one of these is for you. There you go. For all my board members, you will be invited. No, just stay here. You will be invited to the Firemen's Barbecue. So save the date. Past President Stephanie Schmeltz. Stephanie is on my president's council. Thank you for giving me a different perspective each week. Past President Rhonda Poppin. Yes, they each got one. Rhonda, thank you for providing guidance about the history of how we do things around here. President-elect nominee Sunny Singh. And he is also my VP of Vocational Services. Sunny, you're already stepping into the role of president-elect very nicely. And thank you for sharing your ideas. And I can't wait for you to become president in 2023. And then President-elect Christopher Wiseman, you are online. And I've seen you grow in your confidence, and I know that you are ready to take the role as our president. And yes, you are ready, because you keep asking me, am I ready? Yes, you're ready.
Thank you.
And besides, it's too late for you to back out. All right. Then we have VP of Michael Patrica. Michael was VP of Services, Club Services from July 2021 to February. Oh, this one's his. This one's his. He has to travel on an airplane. See, I'm thoughtful like that. So Michael Patrica was Club Services from July 2021 to February 2022. And thank you, Michael, for saying yes, for staying on an additional 7 months until we found a replacement. And speaking of that replacement is VP of our current Club Services, Mr. Jeff Lerner. Jeff, I know you're driving right now. There he is in the car driving. Thank you so much for listening in. Is that your foot
sorry,
on the
can't be
driving
there.
wheel? Is that your foot? No, that's not his
It's
foot.
like, no.
But thank you for saying yes, for taking on the Club Services role and making sure that our meetings run smoothly. I also want to give a big shout out to VP of Community Services, Bob Herman, who is currently on vacation and couldn't be here with us today, but I couldn't have asked for a better VP of Community Services. His attention to detail and being able to document all the processes, he did an outstanding job. And our VP of Membership, Nancy Graydon, come on up. Thank you for helping me stretch my goal. Originally, I only set 10, and she brought us to 20. And then our VP of Vocational Services is up here already. Thank you for expanding our vocational services and making the connection to the San Francisco Chamber of Commerce. Hopefully we can have them part of our group here. And then VP of PR and Communications, Brian Lon. Is Brian on today? I'm not sure he's on, but thank you for keeping us relevant in the eyes of social media and promoting our events and our projects. VP of Youth Services, Lisa Christian. I think she's on. Is Lisa on? Thank you for all you do for the leaders of our future. Managing 3 Interact clubs, 2 Rotaract clubs, the ALPS program is not an easy feat, and you've done it graciously, so thank you for that. I also want to give a big shout out to Lynn Lukow, who also supported the ALPS program, and of course, Ryla. VP of International Services, Ed Schenken, is also on vacation, and I want to thank him for leading the International Services Committee and bringing new vibrancy in this area of focus in our club. Also, thank you for his amazing job in vetting the new grants this year. VP of Development, Marantio Zhang, and San Francisco Foundation President, Dan Jornstad. Thank you for the fundraising prowess in exceeding my expectations in our fundraising goals. And Treasurer, Gary Deos. Thank you for watching over our dollars and all the behind scenes to provide us timely financial statements and analyzing them each month. Secretary Stacy Pohl, thank you for taking great meetings and for being our club social chair. With your help, we were able to create the fun. And last but not least, our executive secretary, Dora Dye. Everybody in here knows Dora. Dora, thank you for creating and publishing our grindings every single week, and for maintaining our calendar of events and management of our member list and the district with Rotary International. In addition, I also want to thank Mr. Scott Plakin for his leadership in our Speakers Committee and our DEI Committee. And I also want to bring up is, so we want to take a group picture real quick? All right, and then I'll seat them down. All right, here we go. Like we like each other after a year?
You should get in the front, in the middle.
Okay. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Did you say a week? Okay, she says 20 hours a week. It wasn't a month. I don't recall that. But 20 hours a week sounds more like it. All right. I also want to bring up Jesse Austin. Is Jesse here yet? He's not here yet. Okay, I'll bring him up in a few minutes. But let's go ahead and bring up Kurt Burdick. Kurt comes to us from the Academy of Art University. And between Kurt and Jesse, they provide all of our AV setup and breakdown every single week for us. Please give it up for Kurt. And this is just a little something for you. You're welcome. Okay, and finally, I want to thank my husband of 33 years. Oh, Mr. James Wong, who has volunteered with me on a few of our service projects and always supporting me unconditionally in everything that I do. He never questioned me about, what are you doing now? It's just like, okay, how can I help? I mean, always. Not yet. We're working on that. So without all of you, and including the members who sit on the various committees, and the members who volunteer on our service projects, and the members who donate to our fundraising campaign, my year as president would not have been as successful as it was. It truly was a group effort, and from the bottom of my heart, I want to thank each of you for your support. So thank you so much. So in conclusion, family, friends, and other Rotarians have been asking me over the last month, aren't you glad your year as president is ending? And my answer to them is yes and no. Yes, because now I can start planning my vacations without having to worry about having being here every Tuesday. And travel is one of my passions, so that's a biggie. But then no, because my year as president is already coming to an end. It is sad. Just when I was getting the hang of things, I've got to hand this over to Christopher. But I really did have a really fun time working with each of you and getting to know a lot of you. Not only the members of our club, but look at all the district and other club members who are here supporting me. I look forward to our continued friendship and working. I know Christopher wants to continue that collaboration going forward. So thank you, everybody, for being here today. So let's give it up for you guys. I definitely will be looking forward to supporting Christopher and Sunny so they too can be successful presidents and helping them bring our club to new levels of awesomeness. So what's next for me? I'll still be supporting our club, our members, our leadership team, and especially our projects. I'll be keeping busy with Rotary since I've already been asked by Mr. Gary Chow to serve on his 2023 District Conference Committee, of which I said yes. And I've already been asked by our district governor-elect, Lainey Hendricks, to be her 2024 District Conference Chair, of which I said yes. So as you can see, I'm not going anywhere. But I want to thank everybody for coming here to support me today. And before I give the floor over to Sunny, if I can have District Governor Danielle Lalaman and Assistant District Governor Liz Mark come up, I'd like to thank them for their, I think it's a year and a half of support that you've been giving me. So thank you so much. And my new sister in Rotary. And I have a gift for you guys. Liz, Danielle, that's yours. Liz, that's yours. And one of these is yours. Okay, thank you. Did you want to say a few words? If you stand here, the camera can catch you.
Hi, everybody online. Good to see everybody. So, Mary, thank you. President Mary, thank you so much for having us here today. This last year has been a whirlwind. As you mentioned, it has gone by very quickly. But I hope that all of you know, especially with the Rotary Club of San Francisco, this club has been a leader in our organization for over 114 years. Now, our district has 45 Rotary clubs, and your club has been instrumental in all of those clubs. And if it wasn't for you this year, we wouldn't have been as successful as a district. So a big thank you to all of you for your support this year, to all of our members and to our organization. And just lastly, it has been such an honor. Come over here. It has been such an honor to serve with Mary. President Mary has truly brought so much fun and energy to all of our presidents. And at each of our meetings, she always had the new ideas and was very innovative. And so it was exciting to me to share the time with her. So thank you for having us today.
Thank you. You know, the great thing about Rotary is that you make friends in Rotary, whether they're in this club or the other clubs. I am so looking forward to continuing that. One last thing, Rotarian of the Year. And nobody in this room knows who it is, except for that I shared it with Christopher Wiseman. So let me share my screen. Okay, can I get a drum roll, please? Okay, this person, I don't think we've done this in our club in a while, but this person supported me in a way where I really never heard from her. But she just did it. And it allowed me to shine so bright. Never a complaint from her. Never anything like, I'm not going to do that. Or, oh, can I have you help out at the front desk at registration? Sure, no problem. She was so easy to work with. And she has a full-time job. Do you guys know who I'm talking about? But I just want to say, I want to present this award to our Rotarian of the month, of the year, to, Miss Nancy Graydon. Come on up, Nancy. Nancy, come on up.
Go, Nancy.
Yay, Nancy!
Congratulations. Now this one says, Rotarian of the Year presented to Nancy Graydon in recognition of outstanding dedication and service, the Rotary Club of San Francisco. Thank you so much. You want to say a few words? Okay. Why do you say one more round of applause for Nancy? All right. That does it for me. And I'm going to hand this over to Sunny and see how he's going to humiliate me. Hopefully not. Yep. Oh, I got to undress now. Hold on. No, hold on. Hold this. There we go.
Does this fit me?
It should fit you.
Is this, can you guys hear me?
Yep, I can hear you.
Wow.
Okay.
Okay.
Pull up your slide.
Yeah, please. I can, it's on the desktop too. Are you guys having fun today? All right. Thank you so much for being here and celebrating one of my amazing Rotary friends, our president, Mary Lou. Let's give it up for her one more time. As you can see on the screen, she is the president of all presidents this year, the president of the year. She has been calm, easy to work with, and she, in my opinion, has raised the standard in how many hours she puts in every week. Which, don't worry, when it's my turn, I will bring it back to the par. I got your back, to all the future leaders. So Mary, you know, I've learned a lot about you in the last few weeks as I've been working on these slides, and
Sunny,
what I can say is, you know,
Sunny,
it's
we
not
can't
that
see
you
your
stepped
slides.
up to be a leader, amazing leader just for Rotary. You've been a great leader since a long time ago. So who is Mary? Mary is a realtor. She's a mother. She's a wife. She's a friend. She's obviously a Rotarian, but beyond being a Rotarian, she's a leader in our community. Mary, how did she end up in San Francisco? In 1966. Oh, they can't see it? Oh, okay. Excuse me. Yeah. You want to, yeah, come on up.
While he's doing that. While Jesse's doing that, Jesse has been here almost every single week. And when he's not here helping, Kurt is here helping us. But they come early and they stay late. They put up all the equipment and they take down all the equipment. I couldn't run this meeting with a hybrid format without these two guys. Give it up, please, for Kurt and Jesse. And also give it up to Michael Petrico, who brought them here.
Jesse's awesome. Yeah. So how did Mary end up in San Francisco? She moved here, and now the slides are not working. Let's see. Okay, she moved here as a 3-year-old in 1966. She was born in Hong Kong. And Mary, I know you've not left San Francisco ever since. That is the Bay Bridge. Don't ever go on the Bay Bridge, please. Just kidding. Actually, you know, Mary I heard that Mary loves to drive. You drive around quite a bit. And in my opinion, I think we need to come up with a way to award a Paul Harris Award to your car. Because the car has probably done more work for Rotary this year than I have, for sure. And this is a picture of Mary, Stanley, and Jenny, her older siblings. It's a total of 6 brothers and 3 sisters. And I was asking Jenny, you know, what is Mary saying in this picture? And she said, "Did you join a committee yet? When is the meeting?" Now, Mary went to high school in San Francisco as well. She went to George Washington High, and she was an Eagle. And like that wasn't dangerous enough, she decided to be a Gator and graduated from San Francisco State. All right. All right, so you have 5 seconds. Who can spot Mary? Raise your hand. You have 5 seconds. There's an award at the end of this. Can you tell where Mary is? Okay, go. Bottom row, middle. All right, you got it right, Mr. Mathers. The present is you get a high five from your neighbor. All right. So that is Mary. I love that perm. Let's get a close in. All right. So she's taking it easy in high school, hanging out, cutting class, and hanging out with CL. Mary, may I ask who CL is? Oh, wow, okay. All right. We're going to skip that part. Exactly, yeah. So Mary was part of the Chinese club, sweep, inspector, the Eagle. That's the yearbook staff, honor roll, junior advisor, senior advisor, GSS. I could keep going. She also loved playing tennis in high school. So, like I said, she's been a great leader since before the internet. So, may I read this quote? Okay. Well, my favorite part of this quote is, "Love, success, and happiness to all my friends, for all the times we shared together, studying, laughing, crying, and loving. I will always remember those memories, and thank you for cheering me up. Best of luck to the class of 1981. Mary, you were so sweet back then, too. I don't want to share what I was doing in high school. We'll just skip over that part. So this is Mary holding something. What are you holding? Oh, it's a phone. Okay. The internet, like I said. Oh, man. So the quote at the bottom, it's kind of small. I read it. Mary Lou gets some good news via the phone on the senior section. And this is for the yearbook. And as I was going through the yearbook, I found an ad in the back of the yearbook. As we know, Harold Hugasian has been a long-term member and a friend to many of you in this club. And I saw that he had an ad in the 1981 yearbook for Washington High School. Pretty cool. Look at that picture. Wow. So in 1988, James and Mary got married. Now, there's a story behind this, and I want to get some more details here today. So, James, you had a friend named Kevin who was dating Mary's best friend named Sherry. Cherie, okay. And so they all used to go to Tahoe together as a group of friends, and that you told them that you guys were just friends and you were secretly dating. Is that correct? You don't remember? Okay. My next question was, I wanted to know how long that was going on for. No? All right. But what a beautiful picture that is with family, and wow, that you guys, both of you look really, really sharp in there. I love it. We're 25, I believe, in there. Yeah, nice. Another picture of Mary and James. It was just the two of them, and then Michael and Nicholas, their sons, showed up. And now Nicholas is 29 years old, and Michael is 32. And we all know the king of the family, right? Have you guys all met the king of the family? All right. The king of the family is Teddy. Many of us were privileged to meet the king himself at the picnic. Loved it. And you know, the reason we picked that location for the picnic, if I may say so, was because of Teddy. She said, if Teddy can't be there, just don't do it. And that's a picture of Mary's oldest son, Michael, getting married in 2019 in Bali. And the daughter-in-law is Claudia. Beautiful picture. What does Mary like to do in her free time? Well, she loves playing games. And one of her favorite games is Mahjong. And some of the other games is, I believe, Pictionary, Taboo, Poker. Any other games? Tennis, yes. You love playing tennis. Do you still play tennis? Pickleball. Nice. Love it. I think we should start like a tennis tournament to do like a fundraiser. Maybe you can lead the committee, you know? Just an idea. Yeah. Mary knows a lot of celebrities. As we all know, that Mary's, one of her hobbies is personal development. She's always just going to conferences and working on herself and getting better and better and better. And I did reach out to Oprah, as you could see here, and she couldn't make it here today. I'm sorry. She did apologize, but she's very, very proud of you. Yeah. I have a question though. Did Oprah ever give you like a car or a bag of money or anything like that? No. Got it. Well, then we're glad she's not here. It's okay. Well, it makes sense. We know one of her main goals for the year is to have fun. And as I was going through a lot of family pictures, I've noticed that family is very important. Family and friends, and having fun with family and friends is the most important thing to Mary. So you're just an amazing person. We're so lucky to have you here. And this is a picture of Mary practicing her aim with Nicholas and her niece and nephew, I believe. It's great. Another hobby of Mary is karaoke. So Jenny was telling me that Mary has amazing vocals. So where's the mic? Can we get a sample? No? Oh, that's too bad. That's okay. That's okay. Well, Jenny said your favorite song is We've Only Just Begun by the Carpenters. Is that correct? Okay. And I didn't. I had to Google it. Yeah. I had to Google it on this thing called the internet. Yeah. Yeah. And Christopher thinks your favorite song should be Waterloo by ABBA. Christopher thinks your favorite song should be Waterloo by ABBA. Do you know that song? Yeah, I don't either, but I heard it this morning. It's fun. I heard it. So I know we have our club social chair, Alicia, on Zoom. So I guess we need to get a karaoke event going in the near future so we can hear Mary's vocals. Make that happen. And we all know our past president, JT, our immediate past president, JT and Mary have created a smooth transition from his year to hers. And they've worked together on many important tasks like, working with all COVID-related issues. So JT wanted to come up here and share some of his complaints about Mary.
Thank you, Sonny. And they're just not my complaints, Mary. I asked everybody that had a complaint to come to this lunch. So as you can see, and we have a special complaint from your old ex-boyfriend from high school. CL, would you please come out? He must be in the bathroom. We'll wait for him. But hey, everybody, I'm JT Forbes. I'm the immediate past president of this club for the year 2020 to 2021. And if you don't know who I am, I'm the pandemic president. So I didn't get much podium time, so thank you, Sonny, for letting me come up here.
All yours.
And do this. So I'll Venmo you, like after this? Okay,
Love
perfect. So what makes a great leader? Is it someone that has initials for a first name and does taxes for a living? Perhaps.
Yes.
Is it someone that moved away to Boise, Idaho and joined another Rotary club and left his best Rotary friend behind? Is Casey on? No? Okay. Maybe. Is it someone that's a grant writer, brought their spouse into the club and writes personal calligraphy notes to you? Could be. Is it someone that convinces you that you should be president of your Rotary club and then forms a climate action team? Possibly. Is it someone that works in an assisted living facility, marries Mr. Rotary, is a mother of 2 daughters and still has time to make an impact on her Rotary club? Sure. So what makes a great leader? Well, I could go around the room and ask each of you that same question. You'd have your own answer for that. But to me, and maybe to you, a great leader is someone that inspires you to do more than what you thought you were capable of. Someone that believes in you more than you believe in yourself. Have you heard the quote, "Greatness recognizes greatness"? It's a wonderful quote, one, because I chose it, two, because it's true. Now, I could stand up here and say that I was the greatness that recognized the greatness in Mary to become a president of the club, but that would fail the 4-way test. But our board recognized the greatness in Mary when she joined our club. We could see that she was a leader of a large women's organization prior to joining. We could see that her personality filled the room, and we were confident that she could learn everything that she needed to know about Rotary. So I recall when we asked Mary to be president of this club, she was worried that, again, I don't know anything about Rotary. I'm so new. I don't know that I should take on this role. But we could see a leader in her from the very beginning, and we just had to wait it out. So once she started to believe this herself, we could see that she wanted to learn everything right away. She went to Pearls, she attended meetings, she talked to everyone that would listen, and quickly I could see her doubts start to fade away. With her ever-growing confidence, she'd ask deeper questions, give her perspective on issues, and started becoming the person we all knew that she could be. And that person, my friends, is a force to be reckoned with. She pulled no punches, she became inspiring, she became impactful, and she became a leader. I've seen Mary put in an enormous amount of time and effort into getting things right, to getting things fun, and to getting things where they need to be. You don't always get that. Sometimes you get 1 out of 3, but in our case, we got 3 out of 3. And I can't stress how important that is in a volunteer organization in a time of transition, not only in our club, but also in the world. This president created a club that is vibrant, interesting, important, and meaningful. She's done everything she can to get this club out of the pandemic and into the community. She's given us the opportunity to be part of meetings no matter where we are. She's given us the opportunity to help those experiencing violence in their community. She's brought other clubs together. She's allowed us to flourish as Rotarians. And all the while, she gave everything she had to it. And she also dragged James to pretty much most of it. So thank you, James, for being a part of it. This entire Rotary year, I witnessed President Mary recognizing greatness in others, just like we saw in her. From new members coming aboard, to new leaders taking on club administration, and to the vets that have been in the club for a long time. Greatness recognizes greatness. But that's what Rotary is about, greatness. This is why you joined this club. This is why you joined Rotary, to be inspired, to be part of a collective belief that you have a higher purpose, to put time aside to help others that need it most. Service above self. That's what we say, that's what we do, that's who we are. Rotary is the thread that joins everyone in this room, table to table, room to room, city to city, country to country. We all came together to be part of something bigger than ourselves, something that provides meaning in our lives, and something that provides meaning in other people's lives. So what makes a great leader? Is it someone that gave this membership hybrid meetings? Is it someone that advanced our DEI efforts? Is it someone that made a point to distribute safety alarms to seniors? Is it someone that gave you access to her through weekly coffee meetings? Is it someone that put our annual giving to the Rotary Foundation and our foundation to over $170,000 this year? Is it someone that put the greater good of the club as her highest priority? Is it someone who became the first Asian president of this club? Yes. The answer is a resounding yes. President Mary Lou, you've inspired members of this club to follow you and to become leaders themselves. You've ensured that the longevity of this club will remain beyond your year. And you've fulfilled the role with integrity, accountability, and fun. We thank you for leading by example. You led for the greater good, and you led with your heart. So from one former president to the next former president, it was a great honor to be a part of this club with you at the helm. So congratulations on an amazing year. Congratulations on smiling the entire time while you did it. And I hope that someone in this room is inspired by your greatness to become a leader. Thank you. And so as tradition, we always give a hardworking president a little gift. Your gift is a gift certificate to the House of Prime Rib. So enjoy that.
Right. I'll follow that up, I guess. Yeah, thanks. So, you know, Mary's best friend is her sister, Jenny Campbell. And Jenny is also the first new member under Mary's year. So they're best friends. And Jenny, I had an interview with her, and she, the one word that stuck out in her responses was that Mary is a recovering perfectionist, which makes a lot of sense. And Jenny's really sad that she couldn't be here today, but she did send in a video, so let me play that.
Hi, Mary. Congratulations on a very successful Rotarian year. I'm so proud of all the accomplishments that you set out to do. And I am just so lucky and blessed that you're my sister and you're my best friend. And we've gone through some ups and downs together, including a lot of growth, a lot of personal growth and business growth as well. And so wish I had been there. I could be there, except I'm in sunny San Diego right now. And here's my imaginary glass of sparkling champagne to toast your successful year. You know, if it hadn't been for, if it's not for you, because you are actually the glue that keeps our family together in terms of having fun and getting together and really just keeping us all together and connected as a family. So we are so lucky that you are our sister, and I am so glad that you introduced me to Rotary, and that now we can do something together to make a difference in the world. You're already way ahead of me in that arena, and I just wanted to drop a line and send you this little video to say how proud I am of you, and thank you, Sunny, for keeping on me to send the video. And enjoy, everyone. Congratulations on a very successful year with Mary at the helm. Have a great lunch, and I hope to see you at the next one. Have a great day. Bye. Hi, Mary. Congrats.
Wow, look at that perm. That's thank you for sending that. How long did that take? Like 2 hours, 4 hours? Oh my goodness. That's why I got a haircut, guys. I like to save time. Well, Christopher Wiseman is joining us on Zoom. and he would love to say a few words. Let's get him on here. Let me see. I think I got it. 1 second, Christopher. Spotlight. Actually, yeah, you might want to come help me here. Go back.
Hey, Christopher, go ahead and talk.
Thank you, Mary, and thank you, Sunny. I would definitely like to know who CL is, but I think that's a conversation for another day. Another gift from Christopher and the club to you, Mary, is we can learn all about CL, you and me, together over coffee at Phil's. We have a $25 gift card to have coffee and conversation with the 2022-2023 president of the Rotary Club of San Francisco. And since I'll have the official title, then you have to tell me everything about CL. But before we do that, I just want to share a few things about Mary. Mary and I joined the Rotary Club of San Francisco only 2 months apart from each other, and we were fast friends. As a new club member, I had no idea I would be following Mary in our line of presidential succession, but we became fast friends, and Mary has become a great mentor to me. She has helped me develop my leadership skills, as she has many of you. So I just want to thank Mary for everything she has done for the club in the past, the present, and of course, in the future. So be sure to take Mary out for a coffee if you want to hear more about CL and her high school romances. Have a great day.
So Mary, this is the gift card for Phil's.
So I can take CL out?
CL, yeah, you can take whatever. And this is a certificate that we want to show you that allows you to have a coffee and conversation with incoming President Christopher Wiseman. It's right here.
Okay, this certificate says, this is to certify that Mary Lou has earned the right for coffee and conversation with President Christopher Wiseman. Thank you, Christopher.
All right. So now they can see the slides. All right. So what are the 3 most important things to Mary? We know family and friends. I know Mary loves to travel, and also she loves to do volunteer work. And as we learned earlier today, that she has done 5 medical projects, I believe, medical missions with Alliance for Smile. So before she joined Rotary, and these are some of the pictures from her work. Really inspiring to see the impact of this work that you do at Alliance for Smile. Beautiful pictures here. And we already learned, I wanted to bring up Anita because I wanted to know who brought Mary to our club. Because ever since she's been here, I've actually had to do some work around here. I was getting away for a while. But Anita, I would love for you to come up and just say a few words and tell us what's next for Mary. We have a microphone. Perfect. You can stand up here if you like.
Well, what can I say about Mary? A lot. I would like to tell you how I was introduced to Mary, and this involves Alliance for Smiles. I was in my office, and Paul, who is unbelievable, was answering the phones and said, Anita, there's this woman who wants to volunteer for us, and I really think you should go and see her and set up an appointment. Well, you have to realize there have been people in the past who have come through, who have said, oh, I want to volunteer, and then it hasn't worked. And so I somewhat reluctantly went to her office and we met. I was wowed. And I went back to the office and I said, oh my God, we've got to take this woman immediately and incorporate her. What I didn't realize, and what Mary said later, was that I had scared the living daylights out of her. How can I?
did. I went home and I said, oh, I didn't make a good impression on Anita. She's not going to want me to volunteer with her.
Well, I'm sorry I gave that impression. How can I give that impression? I don't think I gave that impression to anyone. Anyway, I did. I scared her. But she volunteered nonetheless. And as I said, I went back to the office and I said, oh my God, we have this phenomenal woman who wishes to volunteer. Now, apparently, Mary had tried several other organizations and they kind of said, oh, we don't want you. We don't want you. We don't want you. Boy, did they make a mistake. But we were fortunate. And I got to know Mary, and we all got to know Mary. And she volunteered and helped us unbelievably with this organization. She also spoke at several of our galas. Now, since Mary was born with a cleft lip and palate, this ends up being a huge accomplishment. And she was wonderful as a firsthand speaker, having experienced growth through this correction of this anomaly personally. I don't know whether you know this or not, but Mary had both a cleft lip and cleft palate. And a lot of people who have a cleft palate end up having a speech impediment for the rest of their lives. Mary worked really hard to overcome that. And she has been absolutely wonderful. We've said everything about being a leader. Yes, she is definitely a leader. Of course, when I first saw her, I made the little comment, well, you know, I'm a member of the Rotary Club of San Francisco, and maybe you'd like to come to a meeting or something like that. She said, no, I'm interested in volunteering for Alliance for Smiles. So I kind of subtly put a couple little words of, well, maybe Rotary would be a good place for you. Finally, she said yes. But it took several years. And she has been an asset to the club, and she's been an asset to my life. I am so honored to have you as a friend. You are wonderful. And we are very, very lucky in Alliance for Smiles to have you at our back. So thank you. Thank you for the club. Thank you for what you've done for Alliance for Smiles. Thank you for your heart and your soul.
Mary's done a lot of leadership work since high school days, and I don't think she'll stop. Man, the standard just keeps going up. Well, Mary was also, in 2013, she became the executive managing director of eWomen Network, and she reestablished the San Francisco chapter. And in 3 years, she grew the membership to 300 members, which is amazing. So I think that just defaults her to be part of our membership committee going forward. Makes sense. And you know, you've been inspirational to all of us, including myself, you know, encouraging me to become and work on being a better leader, but you've also helped a lot of our new members. You do coffee and conversations, and I would love for Wendy Hsu to come up and just say a few words about her experience with getting to know Mary.
Hello, everyone. I am Wendy. I'm a new member here. So the quote that comes to mind when I think of Mary is, well-behaved women seldom make history. So, well-behaved women seldom make history.
So my first time attending a Rotary event was actually in this room. Paul Robertson was the person that brought me into Rotary, and then it was David Dye who closed me. Um, but, but it was actually during the gala, and as I was sitting down in my seat, Mary said, "My goal is to increase memberships this year, and thus far we have 10 new members and we're looking to hit 20. So that was when I was actually sold, because I wanted to help Mary reach this goal. It was really her drive and her commitment to help Rotary grow that really convinced me to join. Little did I know that Rotary Club is the second oldest Rotary Club in the entire world. I was honored to be part of a club that could withstand the time of history. And then after that, I learned that Mary was the very first Asian American president of this Rotary Club, and it inspired me even further. Her dedication has allowed her to break through any obstacle to be of service to this club, and not just to this club, but to the San Francisco community and even globally with Alliance for Smiles. I truly believe that when we commit to something in our lives, we need to contribute our time, our energy, our resources. We need to give wholeheartedly, and we need to do whatever it takes to succeed. And Mary has been a prime example of that for me, especially as a new member. I've seen her lead meetings, take time to support every member individually, especially myself, and hit goals, and even win us the award of Best Club. Furthermore, Mary relaunched vocational services the last few years, and furthermore, Mary relaunched vocational services for this club a few years back. And if you aren't aware, I'm actually the new VP of Vocational Services this incoming year. So with Mary's support and guidance, she really gave me the confidence that I needed to take on this role. I am honored to be carrying the torch to something that Mary has relit the fire upon. I hope to be able to follow in her footsteps and carrying the legacy of the growth of Rotary Club #2. Thank you so much, Mary, for being an amazing inspiration to me and for being just a great leader and someone that I look up to and someone that you have built confidence in to be a leader. Thank you.
All right. I know we're short on time, but we're almost there. So year in review, I'm not going to go into too many details because Mary did a great job of that, but I did want to talk about a few things. I remember being on the board and us talking about the hybrid setup and the amount of work that are required to actually make it happen. I personally know of many organizations that have tried to make this happen and they've just given up. And so I learned that Mary made a lot of trips to the Guitar Center. How many? 10? At least 10 trips to the Guitar Center. I can only imagine how many hours in total you put into making this hybrid setup work. And now you're the pro, so we'll be leaning on you for our AV tech questions. And it actually is exactly a year to date since we started doing hybrid meetings, because the first hybrid meeting was JT's last meeting. So yeah, year to date, it's been a great year. And I know a lot of people, we have a lot of members who are living in different states now, and I'm sure they can appreciate the hybrid setup that you've put so much work into. You've also played a huge role in us landing this hotel, this location. And I know you insisted that we make sure we get our desserts as part of the contract as well. So thank you. For me personally, the most memorable moment that caused created a lot of inspirational feelings for me was the safety alarms for Asian seniors. I've been a member of this club for about 6 years, and yes, we've done amazing work, a lot of great projects. But to see a local need come up, unfortunately, and and to see our president take action to solve the problem or try to help fix it as much as we can was really inspiring for me, and it got me more involved into the club. And I'm sure that's true for many of our other members, so thank you. I mean that, so. Here are some pictures from my other projects throughout the year. I do have something I want to share about the neon vests. Who was in Houston with Mary? Were you all wearing the neon vests when you were there? So how was that experience? Do you want to talk about it? Exactly. Yes, so because they were wearing a neon vest, everyone at the convention was asking them, hey, where's the bathroom? Thank you for volunteering, but where's the bathroom? Where's this meeting room? Where's this table? So everyone was automatically an ambassador at the convention. So that was pretty funny. All right, well, I want us to do a 20 and 20, 20 for 20 in honor of Mary. So anyone in the room would like to say a few words? 20 for 20 is when we do 20 seconds for $20. I know that, yeah, don't worry about that.
You're phenomenal. There's just no other words for it. And we're looking forward to continued collaboration with your club. And it's just really been an honor to work for you. And I'd like to end it with this. Safety alarms that were given out.
Anyone else? 20 for 20.
Mary, just want to say thank you for a wonderful year and for getting me out of the house to come to this meeting just to help celebrate. So thank you.
In celebration, our sister club in Assisi and our club, Heidi has arranged with Gary to put in a peace tree, an olive tree, right outside the main gate to Assisi in honor of our club and peace. And it happened today.
Yeah, Mary, thank you for your wonderful year. I've been able to watch you grow and get control of the role of president. There were a few, hiccups here and there, and some things that you've never even caught on toward the end, but that's okay. I've noticed when you ask for, visiting Rotarians and guests, you always look to the guests first, ignoring the protocol of, district governors and other people in the room. But, I thought about it today, and it occurred to me that, well, the non-Rotarian guests are really very important because they're our audience. They're the people we're trying to reach out to. So it did work.
Thank you. I met Mary through Alliance for Smiles first and Rotary second, and I'm so honored to work with you in both. And in both, as everyone has said, I have seen you step up as a leader. I'm so impressed with you as a woman, as an Asian American, in all of the ground that you're breaking and changing everything, but also just as a human. You are so kind and compassionate and like the Energizer Bunny. You just never run out of energy to change lives and like bring us all joy and like get everyone on board and having fun while we're doing good in the world. And I am so, so grateful to work with you and to have you as a friend in my life.
Mary, we've been observing you and seeing the wonderful work and enthusiasm you've had in the whole district. And we figured if you could herd the San Francisco cats, you could herd the district ones too. So thank you.
Mary, thank you so much. What a great year. Congratulations. I do want to set the record straight. I did complain a little.
So thank you for your short memory. I appreciate that too, and just always having a smile. So congratulations.
Mary, I want to say thank you for bringing your psycho dog, because my dog really likes her dog, Teddy. So thank you.
I see, okay, let's do one more and then.
Hi, Mary. So anyway, it's going to be a hard follow Mary Lou's step as number 2, because I'm coming in as number 3, the third oldest World Club in the world. And the San Francisco Oakland were formed only 6 months apart. And so it's, and we are part of the Big 5 club. So I just want to also recognize Mary's husband, James. He and I are in the same high school class at Galileo High School. So anyway, I'm looking forward to a collaborative. I mean, this year was very great working with San Francisco number 2 and San Francisco Chinatown collaborative, and I hope to continue that next year.
Sure. We'll do one more and then, because I see people leaving, I feel bad. Okay, let's do that.
Mary, I've been most impressed. I haven't met you before today. I actually thought your name was Mary Lou from the South. Until people start to say, oh no, she's our first, da, da, da. I'm thinking, well, even more so, congratulations, Mary, not Mary hyphen Lou. Mary, thanks so much. You've impressed me and you've impressed the community. You represent Rotary very well indeed.
All right, before we go back to online 24/20, I know we all have champagne on our tables. Let's do a toast to our president, Mary Lou. Mary, thank you so much for being a role model for amazing young leaders in our city. And you're doing so much for others and always on the top of your game. Cheers. When you look at this high school picture right next to your recent picture, I hope you are very proud of what you have done and become as an adult, because we are. Because everyone who knows you is amazed by your work ethic, a desire to help, and most importantly, your love for others is something everyone can recognize. So thank you so much. All right. Let's go to the Zoom.
Laney has her hand up.
Oh, no. Okay.
Can you hear me? Yes. All right. Mary, as the first Asian American president and also the 7th woman president in the history of the San Francisco Rotary Club, I can't say enough about your just the impact. You have certainly left a handprint, positive one, on our club. As JT poetically put, well, that's a phrase I never thought I'd say about JT. Your inspiration and your leadership is contagious, and your tenacity is also a desirable quality, not only as a leader, but as a poker player. So I just can't wait to see what you do next. So I look forward to serving with you for many, many, many years to come. Congratulations, Mary.
Frank, go ahead.
Yeah. So first of all, I'm going to donate $100 for 2020, $50 for Mary. She's is a fabulous year, and we're looking forward to even greater things. And as I was more or less strong-armed in becoming the vice president of international services, so I'm looking forward to that as well. And as some of you know, these past couple of weeks have been very difficult for me and my family. Those who don't know, my wife and son were in a horrific collision where they hit by a drunk driver a couple of weeks ago, and I've gotten many wonderful notes and thoughts from many club members, which I appreciate greatly. So the other $50 is to thank everybody for that.
Scott, do we have anyone else on Zoom?
I don't see anyone.
All right. Well, Mary, I'm going to hand the meeting back over to you so you can close it for the last time as our president. All right.
All right. Thank you so much, everybody. I know we ran a little long today, but thank you all for sticking around and especially for coming here today to celebrate with me. And I can't wait for the next chapter in my Rotary life. Make it a great day to serve to change lives. The meeting is adjourned.